Hey everyone, my name is Winter, and my presentation will be on becoming a clinical social worker. So, if you look at my next slide, so the job description of a clinical social worker is providing mental health counseling and conducting initial assessments, as well as researching, advocating for your clients, communicating. Basically, you're helping these people in their crises and their really hard times, and you're coordinating treatments, and you're making sure that they have the tools that they need to get better, to become better. Um, and then a lot of it is working with families and things like that, individuals and families, to just really help them get the help that they need when they can't help themselves, which I think is really amazing. And then the required education to become a clinical social worker, well, for just a regular social worker, really it's just entry level. Those positions, you just need a bachelor's in social work, psychology, or sociology, which I tend to do mine in psychology. And then for a clinical social worker, you would need a master's in social work. Um, so that way you have the credentials needed. You could get a PhD if you wanted, but really a master's does suffice in becoming a clinical social worker, um, which is really reassuring for me because I didn't really have a desire to get a PhD yet. So in my 4-year plan, just kind of a sum up of that, my 4-year plan involves taking the required courses for a major in psychology, as well as like in between semesters, getting internships and doing a lot of volunteer work, and that involves interacting with people and helping people really, talking to people, becoming very personable and sociable, which is something that I could definitely need help with. Just volunteer work and internships that kind of get me out of my shell a little bit, so I'll be more equipped to help people, as well as talking to people in that particular field. I already have some ideas listed of people that I can talk to that are in this field that can help me. And if you ever plan on getting a degree in or going into social work, I recommend that you do that as well. And then, of course, getting letters of recommendation is also in my 4-year plan. Kind of just building trust and becoming like a people person. Really, that's kind of my 4-year plan goal. Um, so why psychology? Well, for me, I'd have to say that I just love it. I kind of ever since I was in high school, I just grew this like really deep understanding for psychology and how it relates to things. Um, Also with personal experience, I kind of had a dark childhood. Not gonna dive into that, but because of that and the different things that I was able to experience growing up, I was able to like understand the role that people play in the lives of people and how important it is to not only have somebody that you can talk to, but also be able to talk to people, be that person that people need you to be, and the reasons why people do the things that they do. All of those things kind of wrap together, kind of made me interested. Um, People's motivations and the things in their head that make them make the choices that they make, that kind of thing. And that desire to like help people get out of their situations. And people, I've seen my whole life that when people want to change but they just don't know how, they just don't have the tools. And and the fact that I might change and that I might go off the rails, it really draws me to psychology, so that way I can have a really good understanding. I'm talking a lot, so let's wrap this up. So in chapter 3, let me skip that slide because here it is again. Um, in chapter 3, it explains that social workers have this strong desire to help people. They help people deal with relationships, they help solve personal and community family problems, they work in a variety of settings, and they arrange services for those who need help. And um, and with the things that I previously stated for why I want to pursue psychology, um, those those things really like appeal to me. I personally can't wait to be able to dive into the world of psychology, to really like get into it and really dive into social work, because I know that for me personally, that is the path that I want to go on. And and this is it. This is my path and these are my plans. And I hope that you enjoyed this presentations. Thanks. Have a great night. Bye.